notice some of them, not all of them are by IBM. Now, to better be able to break this down, this bucket, these are my children. I know these 22 kids. The others I'm not too well familiar with, but I've dabbled in those. So for you, or should you, later on you can kind of how to get there. They're kind of amazing. I just like, each one of them has a getting started, a very nice tutorial. Awesome. If you would, Victor, click on AI machine learning to 22. Yeah. If you want to build a chatbot, this one is soon will be connected to a large language model built by IBM. So it's really going to interest you. Don't click yet, Victor, but Watson Studio is where we're going to go. That's like an IDE. It's not just a service. It's a place where it brings in other APIs and services. Let's scroll down a little bit, Victor. Thank you. Good stuff. Knowledge Studio, language translator, NLU, neural seed, speech to text. Really, really good. OpenScale is kind of cool. If you want to find out, was there bias? Was it in the algorithm or was it in the data? It really starts to bring that up and use it. Dear Victor, let's scroll up and let's click Watson Studio. We want to make sure the location is Dallas. Let's change that to Dallas. I mean, all these other locations would work too, but good. Yep, I have read and I agree, and create. Victor, do me something. Click this drop down. Don't go there. Mesdames et messieurs, Watson X Rocksteady. This is 2024. It appears now. This is our large language models. This is the ChatGPT of IBM. Of course, we're good friends with Hugging Face, and we have taken 5 of those pipelines, image generation, summarization, and so forth, results in. But today we're going to go with our classic AI, but using our regular good old algorithms. So let's click on Cloud Pack for Data. Company name, MIT. Phone number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, it asks, what do you, and it's highlighted the provision machine learning. This thing needs a machine learning. It needs 3 things. It needs a database, it needs machine learning, and it needs Watson Studio. Let's click on next, since that is already highlighted. Dallas is good, everything is good, and create. We want to make sure everything is in the same house. So if you put one in Frankfurt and one in Dallas, and now we want a new project. We're going to give this a name. Victor in a moment will show us the CSV file we're going to put in. It's about a car insurance company, and they want to keep an eye on behavior, how people that may cause fraud. Sometimes you pack in all your claims just before the insurance is about to end. You don't want to take it to the mechanic and pay $10,000. The insurance company. Other times, if you change address a lot, these are hypotheses. And they'll sign that maybe this guy's going to do some fraud. I did that once, many, many years ago. Had an accident in the front. It was my fault. So the appraiser comes and takes pictures, puts up the odometer, and I had a scratch in my back bumper. It's bothering. And I'm like, oh, by the way, sir, when the accident happened, there was this car that hit that building there, yeah. And then ricocheted back and hit my back bumper. Fix that too. So there's rust on that. But that happened 6 years ago. Yeah, okay. You have to get the rust out. things like that, or the windshield that cracks, insurance totally. So we're going to find out from this CSV file what kind of a thing. So a good name would be auto fraud, auto insurance fraud. Now, it wants a storage. Let's click add. I think it's good to buy the database first, but let's see. Cloud object storage, everything is A-OK, create. Okay, I mean, there was X this out. Let's go back to, we're going to create this manually. Go back to, oh, the other tab, this one, that has the cloud picture on it. And let me see, what about this tab, what's this? That's the Discord. Where's the tab that had the cloud picture? I think, click on the hamburger icon. Nice. Let's go to dashboard. Let's start from the beginning. Catalog. Let's go shopping. Type in here object. Just object. There it is, first one, object storage. Let's click create. Oh, I know why it said that. We forgot to change the plan. It was on a paid plan. Anyway, we got this now. Good enough. Good enough. Now let's go find what we have. Go to the hamburger icon. Yeah. And resource list. Now, see, there's the storage one. We have that. And under AI applications, what do we have? We had fun with NLU, Watson Machine Learning we just got moments ago, Watson Studio. Let's go back to Watson Studio. Launch in, the first one. Now clock, oh, it's coming. Good, cancel, because we have a good one there. Oh, we never really created it. Fine. New project. Empty project. Let's give it another name. See, this time it's automatically inside. So it's good to create the object or the database first, so this guy sees it and doesn't happen. Auto fraud insurance, and now we can click create. Victor, well, this is thinking. Shift your screen and open that CSV file for us. I put the CSV file on Discord. And how to get the IBM Cloud account also on Discord. Yeah, let's open that with Excel, the first one. Awesome. Now, I'm a data scientist at IBM. So one of the first things a data scientist would do is be first a data janitor. Or clean, like days before you do some cool stuff. So we ask ourselves, are these columns predictable or not? For example, household ID. Do people who have CH42335, are those fraudsters? No. Clearly that's a delete. Driver ID, who cares? Policy ID, claim ID. Incident cause is interesting. We have a data dictionary. 3 was my fault, 1 was your fault, 2 was God's fault. There's nothing on description. So obviously that's a column. We don't have to delete in the Excel, the machine will do it. That's enough. So claim status is good. This guy has 3 claim status. Odometer we want to keep. Because you know when the appraiser comes, they write down the mileage and they compare it to the mileage for when you first. And sometimes you say, it's COVID, and I'm not going anywhere, working from home, very low mileage driver. Sir, there's a discount for low mileage drivers. Yeah, that's how much, I don't know, I'm going to drive 5,000 miles, no more a year. Oh, that's awesome, because 7,500 is, if you stay at that, you get a nice discount. Yep. And then when they get into an accident, they come and look at the odometer, drove 135,000 miles. I said, sir, how many times did you go to California and come back? Didn't you say you're a low mileage driver? So it's good to keep the mileage. Dates, keep all the dates. If it has something to do with passage of time, birthday, accident date, well, date, we'll keep it. This is cool. 1, there was a police report. 0, there was no police report. Do people do more fraud if the police come or vice versa? We'll see. Claims at loss. This guy has 2 things at loss. Latitude, longitude, keep them. We can go into Jupyter notebooks, and this all happens in Chicago, Illinois, Chicago. And Matplotlib, Pixie Dust, they visualize nicely. You can see where the accidents happen in Chicago, the streets and everything. So it's really, really cool. The claim amount, gosh, $35,000 to fix that car. Victor, highlight column P for me. Make it a little bit bigger, so we can see. Yeah, and stretch it out so we can see the. Ladies and gentlemen, this column is different from all the others. This is the x-axis. Everything else is a y-axis. So from the database, you don't get that column. The supervised training. So somebody took 9 weeks, went through all these rows, and put down who, 1, did fraud, 0, didn't do fraud. Now, of course, we're not after those people, right? We're after characters. Now, look right here. What is this? 2010 Nissan Sentra. How much? $35,000 to fix a 2010 Nissan Sentra? Is it gold-plated wheels or something? What's going on in here? So something funky was taking place. A claim amount is something the machine's going to watch out for. What else do we have? Primary column Q. That's not predictable. Start date, dates we're keeping. Now let's go over model year, make, plate. This could be arguable, but you know, do people who drive Nissans are fraudsters? No. Oh, you're driving a Nissan? Fraudster. So, do people who have a plate MJC? It's just a plate number, so that columns to be. First name, last name, social security. Oh my God, if this was Europe, GDPR, they'll be coming after us. There'll be so clearly personal detail you gotta get rid of. Anything else in the back there, Victor? Everyone is in Illinois. If it was Boston, New York, then we would have classification. Delete. There's the commute discount. All right. And of course, email, we don't need email. The tool's gonna do all these things. We don't need too much. Fair idea of, this is actually typically when you go to Geico or Mutual Liberty or USAA. The numbers are made up, but if you go into their database, Microsoft Secrets or whatever, and do a SQL call and extract customer data, it actually is like this, with those column headings for it. But not the insides, they're just made up. Dear Victor, take us back to IBM Cloud. All right. Let's go to assets. The blue box, new asset. Notice, connections, model, auto AI, which is the one we're going to use. Victor, scroll down a little bit more. Let's see what else we have. Dashboard editor. You can really make nice dashboards with this. Data refinery, optimization, good old SPSS modeler. You can open up a Jupyter notebook, and all of these work pretty good. Scroll up and let's click auto AI. Google has it, they call it auto ML. How to take coding away, that's right. Good name, auto insurance. Associate a machine learning service. Let's click that sentence. We created one, we go find it. Here it is, put the checkbox and associate. Cool. Reload, nice. All right. 3 things we need: database, machine learning service, and of course, the real F of the Watson studio. Let's click Browse and go to our desktop and grab that CSV file. Nice. It's thinking, 268 kilobytes. Kevin, can you bring up the CSV file one more time? Leave this like that. Highlight a cell, do Control N. I want to see how many rows there are in here. Control N or Command N, it just goes to the end. Ah, not that one. What is it? Control N. 976 rows. All right. So I'm going to ask the machine to study 90%, and I'm going to test it on 10%. Right off the bat, I'm going to take 10% of this randomly. Take it away. You'll never see it. You'll be left with 900 rows, 880 rows. Study that, it builds patterns, throws it away, gets ready for the final exam. I give it a 10%er. I have the answers. The machine hasn't seen it. Supervised learning. Supervised learning is a little bit more accurate than unsupervised learning, even though unsupervised learning is a bit more nouveau. ChatGPT, that's self-supervised, unsupervised learning. But supervised learning is back. Something that was about to go into the museum is back in ChatGPTs and the llamas and the bots. The fine-tuning part, that's supervised learning. We actually help it a little bit more. Awesome, awesome. So that's all I wanted. 975. The first one was, I think, ahead. Let's go back to Watson Studio. Is this a time series analysis? No.
When we figure out patterns, is it some specific model it's using? Say, for example, linear regression classification or something?
Yes, and yes, and yes. I want to show you exactly which models.
Okay.
Something cool. Which column do you want to predict? Obviously, we know it's the flag for inventory, the x-axis. Find me A, B, C, D, E, F, flag. Oh, there it is. Click it, but that's it. The machine says, oh, you got a binary classification, I got this. Let's pick one that's a multiple. We'll come back to this and run it. Do the drop down list. I bet you if you picked claim status, I think it was one. It says, oh, you got a multi-classification, all different algorithms. Find me a regression. Claim amount. Pretty cool, hence the alternates. Otherwise in Jupyter Notebooks, you gotta tell this thing. Let's go back to our flag for inventory. Dear Victor, click experiment settings. I want to talk about these three. Prediction. The machine says I'm going to use binary classification. We say, what's our target? Let's go down. 1 is the positive class, fraud, no fraud. Fine. It says that I'm going to go with accuracy and disparate impact. Accuracy as the most important. Because it's binary. With classification, you might pick another one. With regression, you might pick another one. It'll be like fun. Let's scroll down. Oh, these are the algorithms. Scroll down a little bit more. Kevin, you can see all of them. When you write it, click, go up and click that missing one. Gradient boosting classifier. So this is it. No deep neural networks or anything. But when you see gradient, you know you're using a neural network. These low-life tree classifiers, when they hit a true subset, no. Yes, they walk away. These gradient boosters, they see the no, and the yes, which normally they would walk away. They say, not so fast. Maybe that's important. Maybe that makes a difference. I'm gonna give it a weight, a salience. Hence the extreme snap. Okay, let's scroll down. It says, look, you can use one algorithm, you can use 3, you can use We're going to do two, so because we time. But the machine decides with two. No. I said, this is at your disposal. You pick what you think is going to be best, and pick two of them, and give me the winning pack. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Dear Kevin, let's go to data source. Let's scroll down. These are good. Frequently, train and data. Do you see that slider? Grab the slider, the bar, move it around, bring it up. Stop right there. Notice, it says, watch out. Don't go past 15%. Let the machine study more. You know, you're taking too much away from it. So 10%, less than 15% typically is a good amount to reserve for tests. Let's bring that back to 90, you have 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. It says do it 3-4. So 975, let's take away maybe 100 or 80 of it. Whatever's left, divide it into 3 chunks. Study the top 2, test yourself on the middle. Study the bottom 2, test yourself on the top. Study the top and the bottom, test yourself on the middle. The machine has the answers. It just closes that and then looks at it and see what the accuracy is. Randomly, just to make sure if there's an outlier or something crazy going on, everything is accounted for. Oh, this is our opportunity to uncheck boxes that are absolutely crazy. Ready, Kevin? We're going to be unchecking like a madman. Household, uncheck. Driver ID, uncheck. Policy ID, uncheck. Claim ID, uncheck. Incident cause is cool. It's cool. Description, uncheck. It was all empty. Uncheck the claim status. It's been getting me out. I don't know what's going on there. Odometer is good. Time is good. Next page. Police report, definite make. Police report, that's good. We want to see. Date, we keep dates. Latitude, longitude, yeah. Claim amount for sure. So x-axis is grayed out. Primary driver, they uncheck that. We don't want to know. Date, we keep. Now, model year. That doesn't make sense, right? It's unchecked. People do fraud with old cars. Make, no. Model, no. Unchecked model, unchecked make, unchecked plate. Red color. Do people who drive red cars, this got a red car. When I got pulled over once, of course I disconnected the speedometer so it won't catch any. So I didn't know what speed I was going, but I just knew. It was like a from, pulled me over. Says so. All things set aside. I saw your car first because it was red. Everyone else is speeding. Just say it. No, my current car is black. Driving habits haven't changed, I'm not afraid. Let's keep it. Let's keep it. Let's see what color cars happen to. What else? Odometer we keep, low mileage we keep. First name, last name, bye-bye. Uncheck. Gender, let's keep. You know, men mature a little bit later than women, so we got work to do. Birthday, keep all the dates. Social security, oh no. Driver license, uncheck. Date we keep. State, everyone is in Illinois, so we can uncheck that. Date we keep. Contact number, uncheck. We're not going to call anyone. We're not going to email anyone. Discount is important. I think that was it, right? For a 4?
Yeah, that's all.
Awesome. I'm happy. Let's click Save Settings. Ready? Run experiment. It might be 2.5 minutes. No.
Is the testing data and the training data assigned randomly?
Correct.
But can we do grouping and stuff if our data set is small?
I think so.
Okay.
I think I saw that option. If it is small, yes, then although then it probably behooves you to make sure it is supervised training. So you must have a column with the answers in there, especially if it is small. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, you can do the grouping and not so much let it do the randomization, so you have more control over that.
Okay.
I think I saw that where we had the slider, there was something there that was pointing to another way of doing this.
Okay.
The muons are traveling through intergalactic space. Kevin, every now and then click swap view. I get woozy when I look at that, so this is a little bit better for me. Let's see. There's gonna be, and it's gonna start listing them down here. Tell you something. So this just went to Dallas. When you go to Dallas or data servers, you need an electric car. The first part of driving says American Express, MasterCard, British Petroleum, Schlumberger, NASA. And then you get towards the very end, Watson. Those chips are different. But we use the True North chip. The True North chip is because now the nanometers is down. It's down to 3 nanometers. These are 7. These are 7 nanometers. The signal gets lost in silicon. So you actually have to put something like arsenide that holds it in. In Zurich, we're working on a new chip. It's analog. It's a phase chip. It's made up of germanium telluride. That thing doesn't get hot. Imagine a CPU that generates no heat. It's a blob, like the clay. Children play with clay. So it's not a wafer type thing. That will be really cool, especially with the world of quantum computing. Oh, look what's happening now. Click on the swap view. 3/4 to 10%. Nice. All right, swap view again. Let's see what algorithms it's going to pick. I hope it gets the XGB, not just a random forest. Oh, we'll see. 2 of them. It's going to branch out.
Yeah, got XGB.
Ah, you got the XGB?
Yeah.
So it looks like, we'll see. This might be, it's hard to beat XGB, given the snappy die. But we'll see if this gets dethroned.
Okay.
So, this materials? You guys know, hyperparameter adjustment means adjusting the weights on the synapses. Feature engineering is a fancy way of saying, take these 2 columns and square them and put them over there. Because it might be more than 1 column that's causing it. It might be a bunch of them. Add them up and take the square root, whatever it points to. Maybe take the cosine of this one, put it in there. So it does feature engineering. How come it gave up on the?
I got the.
Oh, look. Now click X this out. I'll do the review. We have a winner. XGB didn't win. How interesting. So for whoever, all of you that do this stuff, it won't be the same. It'll be slightly different, as it should be. It's a probabilistic system. Kevin, since we're running out of time, who cares? Click on stop the thing from running. Yeah. Good enough. Good enough. At the end, I don't know, maybe somebody else would have won, but we'll go with P3. We got 0.949 accuracy. You can either click the star or the row down here. Let's look and see what, anyway. My dears, if this blue line was hugging the diagonal line, that's a 50-50 guess. I'm paying IBM $14 million to tell me it might rain tomorrow? Might not. If this blue line came all the way to the end, 90-degree turns, drop down, that's 100%. That's wrong. Some overfit happened. There's no such thing as 100% accuracy in AI. Victor, let's take a look at the confusion matrix. Open up a little calculator right from your 37 plus 4 plus 57 plus 0. 10% of 975. So that's the 10%. That's good. So the machine says, okay, you gave me 98 rows. I went over it, and I depicted that out of those 98, 37 records were fraudulent. I missed these 4. They were fraudulent too. And then I looked and I got 57 that were not fraudulent. Man, I got all of that right. So that's the reckoning here. Victor, try feature summary. That's 99.9. Claim amount, new date. Claim amount and date together. That's problematic. Claim amount is huge. We just saw that guy with the Nissan Sentra at 35,000. New feature, same thing again. So these are the features that it makes. There's 2 columns and does crazy things. New feature, new feature. Let me find something. Scroll down and see something. It's not so new feature. Next page. Can you give me some? Okay, location, longitude. All right. Looks like in this example, claim amount was the biggest cause that insurance. And you saw the other CSV file. It's also on Discord. That one is different story. You might really use that for the challenge. It's about bias. There's bias built in a tool. It's called the German credit scoring thingy. This from 1982. It really is from Germany. Kaggle competitions use that. Google Kaggle competitions. So everyone uses it. That's a cool one to put in here too. To find out the bank is giving out loan. Some of these people won't pay the loan back. What characters, traits might be a telltale sign that I may not get too many cold applicants? Changing address a lot. 17 years old, is applying for it, where's the full-time job? But then there's a bias too. And our job is to go find a pregnant because it's a female you didn't give 18 years old. You know, her father can buy this bank, you'll be washing his car if you don't know. Really, really interesting that stuff. Click Save As. Let's pick Notebook. Create. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Pop, pop, pop. Viewing project. Let's click the pencil icon, make it editable. And then there's going to be an issue of trust, no trust. The kernel, just make sure the right kernel is sitting it, wait for it, wait for it. And in 30 seconds, we'll just fly through the notebook. Before we go, I'll have you save that IPMB file and put it on your hard drive. So it's a nice skeleton. You can always just put in a different CSV. Just run the notebook, because you have a model now. Not trusted. Let's make this trusted so the kernel matches. It's going to go away and come back. In 30 seconds. See what a nice job it did? It really made a nice notebook. Let's scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. So the first thing it says, I'm going to need these installed. Scikit-learn is in the house. And then it says, where's your database? I'm like, there's my database. So it finds the database, it scrolls down. And this is, all right, so it looks like you had a binary, that column was 1 and 0. You picked this, 10%. It's cool right in here to make that maybe 8.8, run the notebook. I do that with my students. I have them do this. I'm like, folks, bring in a different CSV file and change this to something else. Let me see what happens. And explain to me those things. And also good stuff. Let's scroll down. The only thing that we won't be able to do, naturally, we gave you the automobile, but we kind of took the key. But this means you can go to AWS, you can go to Azure. All you have to do is just get an API key from anyone we have one, because we did machine learning. But of course, the notebook doesn't put it here. That's kind of not right. No, that's the $1 million machine. But you can get it. And the rest just was. If you run it towards the end, it gives you a confusion matrix, true positive, false positive, or negative. NerdMyDears is the world of auto AI. We just built and deployed. We didn't deploy it. We created a notebook. The deploy was the other box. So yeah, nice. Thank you very much, and colleagues. Awesome.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. I think next workshop will be Tarot workshop, also in the same room, but that might take a few minutes. So feel free to. Thanks so much.